From Austin, where Brian lights his face on fire and says, "What up, my nougat?" It's gonna be a great night. Now, break out your canceled Tabula Satsula film and say it along with me. Hooray, beer! Because here are your hosts, Brian Brushwood and Justin Robert Young.
Go forward. Then we're gonna do high fives with our shoes. And go, and go, and go, and go.
And spin around. And spin around.
Okay.
And spin around.
Fine.
And keep spinning around.
Nice.
And spin around.
Okay.
And keep spinning around.
I'm doing it.
Just wear a...
Spin it.
Yeah, you're great.
Doing awesome.
Now confess something that you're ashamed of.
Already did all of them. What do you think the last fucking 10 plus years of the show have been?
It's been 14.
The wells run dry.
Fuck, man. I think we're...
There's only so many friends I jerked off next to.
I think we are like at 15 years, man. We're coming up. Like, you realize we're just going to keep going, and at some point we're going to realize the majority of our lives we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actively getting there.
Yeah.
Isn't
Actively.
that the dream?
It's someone's dream. I don't know whose it would be, but you know,
Hopefully
we've certainly been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going well. This is a big week. This is a big celebratory week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment. But there was a wonderful like first 4 years where we were forging our friendship and our partnership, but almost all of the time we spent together was online over Skype.
Yeah.
And there was these wild moments, maybe three
Sometimes
times a year.
uvu.
Sometimes uvu.
Sometimes
I remember
uvu.
when everything smeared, you're like, "Oh, I have uvu all over my face."
Oh no, I uvu'd too early.
but then we would see each other in person, and there was always that like, "Wow, so it looks like that."
Look at you. Although we became friends in person first,
Correct.
and then we were hanging out.
We became friendly.
Yes.
That very first day that we hung out
We
together.
were fast friends, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, but then like the depths of our kinship and our relationship and
Was
our
all
comedy
online.
timing was all online. Yeah. Hey, Brian, what's the next story?
Okay, all right, first story. NextDoor Creepy.
All right, Brian said that he's got a new personality he wants to try on, and he's going to leave it to me to approve or deny.
Okay,
So spill it.
let me give proper context. Everybody hopefully knows about NextDoor. We've talked about it on the show. If not, you've experienced it yourself.
Oh, that's the house right by mine, right?
Yes, it's a social network based on where you happen to live. And imagine if all of your neighbors had the opportunity to reveal just how crazy they really are.
Because everything's personal. Because like there's no random person from across the world who's saying something funny. Everybody who's saying anything lives next to you. So if there's something outside the parameters of what you believe your values or your neighborhood should be exhibiting, then people tend to get a little
Spicy.
yeah.
Right. So basically, all of the posts are three categories. You got pictures of dogs. You got people who are asking for help for their kids, whatever, and people complaining about stuff, right?
So it's like Brittany has Girl Scout cookies. If anyone wants American Samoas,
Right. Also, isn't Samoa an American territory? It doesn't matter. But the
those aren't a cookie.
well, I don't know.
I think you're thinking of samosas.
American samosas.
American mimosas,
They're worth at least 3 delegates.
tequila sunrise.
I
Are we just
regret
saying
interjecting.
Yeah.
So basically, sometimes
things get heated, like somebody comes out swinging, and there was a post that showed up every so often, like there's enough traction that it tries to lure me in by sending me an email. And in this case, it was one like, don't any of y'all care about the next generation? If not for yourself, then what about the kids? We had a $3.5 trillion, I think it was $3.5 billion proposal, and only 5 people showed up to the board meeting. First comment was, it was not billions, it was 3.5 million. And then they're like, corrected it, thank you. And they're continuing to be mad on there. I want permission to just, like, without explanation, without flexing anything, just be the guy whenever I see things get heated, to just show up in the comments and just say, y'all like dogs? And then just do it enough. And then people understand that Brian Brushwood only gets engaged when he sees things getting really upset and at a fevered pitch. And all he does is come in with, who likes dogs? And if not, and if you don't okay this, then at least give me an alternate for this, because I feel like I need a safe way to engage.
Okay, so number one, you're so confident in it that you're already saying that you're drafting me into service that I need to think of another thing that you should do on Nextdoor if I don't approve with this.
Maybe. Who likes dogs?
Well, all right, here's my question, because I understand the idea. You want to lower the temperature, right? So people are getting all worked up about civic engagement or whatever, politics. I'm sure we're getting into a presidential election cycle, so there'll be a lot more of that going forward. And you want to just say, hey, let me pop the balloon and say something different, if not silly, so people can maybe think about that for 5 seconds instead of the thing they're getting all fussy about.
Right. And if this affects your decision, because you are the ultimate arbiter of this.
And this is not me hearing about this and saying, Brian, I'm going to make a decision for your life. You're submitting this to me for my approval.
Correct. Yeah. And also it is based on what I feel like is still one of the most classy ways to deal with somebody all wound up on Twitter, is you on Twitter saying, from now on, I will respond to every tweet with a picture of a dog dancing. And then you did for like 70 dog pictures. It was amazing. I want to be that guy.
I don't even remember that.
Oh my God. No, I forget what it was. But at some point, like I started like copying the GIFs. They were that good.
My only question to you is, like, do you want to commit to this bit enough that it becomes your reputation? Because that's a lot of you scouring Nextdoor for, like, flame wars. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
There's motherfuckers at Guantanamo that eventually are going to end up in The Hague for doing that shit to people.
No, that's a good point. I guess when I was thinking of it, I was thinking, like, if it's heated enough that that Nextdoor thinks, surely this will get Brian Brushwood to engage, then if I was to engage, it would be with, who likes dogs?
See, all right. Let me take your idea. I'm gonna turn it.
Okay.
The short idea: brevity is the soul of wit. Who likes dogs? It's a question. You're asking for people to engage. Maybe you go the opposite direction. Big long copy pasta. Just immediately breaks up the entire flow of.
Hold on. Well, what's the copy pasta where the dude is bragging about how he like snaps necks and it was in special forces or some shit?
Oh, you know? Yeah, that he was a Marine.
Yeah, the fuck did you say to me, you little bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Should that be the one? Or?
No, too aggressive.
Okay.
Too aggressive. There's other funny ones. There's ones about like the person that you saw, like the celebrity at the grocery store.
Oh, and they yell at you, yeah.
What about the most fuckable Pokemon copy pasta?
Sure.
Bulbasaur or some shit?
I'm with it for anything. I'm saying, like, you have an opportunity to bring technology to Nextdoor that they've never seen before. The motherfuckers on Nextdoor ain't never seen 20-year-old Reddit memes.
Yes.
Like
Okay, all right.
you're bringing Guns N' Roses to Bulgaria. Like,
yes, I'm like Red Elvis.
Yeah.
where it's like I have a symmetrical face, and you ain't never seen nothing like that. Brett,
I have 2 suggestions.
okay.
The brevity is the soul of wit. One would be just, instead of dogs, just ask, so does anybody like mudkips? That would be one that you could do. That's an old meme.
I actually don't. Do you know that meme?
yeah,
What?
Mudkips.
Explain it to me.
that you already got it.
That's it.
Does
That's
anyone
all
like
of it.
Mudkips? Yeah, that's
There's a
pretty
guy
much
that
it.
was just really into mudkips, and he wanted to share that with everybody else. The other one is to get a video clip of Kevin Bacon in Animal House. In the classic,
no.
where he's like, remain calm.
They
all
might
is
get
well.
that. They might get that.
That's true.
They might. That's old enough that they might get that.
What about this? This is one I can mix up. What if I say, this is clearly a topic of debate. I think this might shed some light on it. And it always leads to that dude on TikTok who asks a question and it says, have a nice day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
All right, here's
Because
what
then
you
they
do.
have to watch
that's
it.
good.
Here's
That's
an
good.
idea. At a certain point, you say, "Oh man, we've run out of space." New thread on this topic here. Link, and then it's just the "Have a nice day" guy.
Okay, all right.
Because they don't fucking know. They're dumb as dirt, these next door people. They're fucking barefoot in the village.
They can't be
like
bothered
you're
to-
bringing the internet to them. You ever
can't-
see this is like a Papua New Guinea tribe. You're gonna bring them a Roman candle. They're gonna think you're a god.
So, all right. Yeah, no, I think there's something there. Hit me up on Twitter at Shwood, SHWOOD.
Bits. Next door bits.
Yeah.
Next door bits.
Bryce. Next topic.
The looming threat inside.
We all just looked at each other because
it.
nobody remembers what this is about.
This is
Nobody remembers.
It was 90
we have a
minutes ago.
meeting
We all
at
gathered in
5
the room.
o'clock. As I am looking at my watch right now, it is less than 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Less than 90 minutes ago that we all had a conversation.
Even Jeff
about
looked at me.
What
He was like, what?
this is about. 6 people at the meeting.
oh my god.
One person
Anybody-
typed it into.
Jeff, do you remember? Nope. Okay. Honestly,
Oh my God.
Do you remember? No.
The looming
Brett.
threat inside.
Do you remember the looming threat inside?
I think this has to do with this weekend.
I
right?
think
And Brett
it's
specifically doesn't know the story.
I think.
It's-
I don't know this story. There's something that you wanted to ask. You said, "Do you know about this thing?" And I said, "No, I don't."
Also, I think it's a 9 Inch Nails song.
Yes.
The looming threat.
Bryce,
inside.
Okay.
please let us off the hook.
Yeah, so we you probably are not able to tell, but we recently cleaned the studio very recently. It's beautiful in here. It doesn't
Gorgeous
look
in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
any different on camera. We're out
But
here.
it's nice for us.
Yeah, we feel it. You'll feel it when we feel it. And we, we're out here in the Texas rural
The
area.
looming threat is Alzheimer's.
I think it's interrupting. And
Oh,
no.
He
Keep
boomed
going,
you.
Bryce.
He
No,
boomed
no.
you.
I'm here for it.
Speaking of copy pasta, he boomed you.
And so it's nature out here, and I was told.
Oh shit. Okay. The trolley problem. You know the trolley problem, right, Brett?
Yes,
Brett,
I do
eyes
know
on
the
me.
trolley. I'm with
okay,
you.
Great.
I'm with
Okay.
you.
All right.
Here I
all right.
am.
So on Sunday, I have a whole day that I'm just going to do whatever will be helpful. And I reach out to Annalisa. I'm like, I'm really sorry to bother you on a Sunday. What can I do? And Annalisa's like, let me think about it. Oh, wait, no, I know the answer. Make this place possible to be cleaned by the housekeeping company on Monday. So, which, as you know, there's a lot of wires, a lot of rugs and all that stuff. So I start cleaning everything up. I move everything out of the green room and so on. I get to the studio. I get about halfway through the studio. I get all the way to this corner over here. Have you seen those crazy lizards that are like, if you do a hang loose symbol, they're slightly longer than that. They're always running up and down the walls on the side.
Mm-hmm.
what are they called?
Texas spiny lizard.
Right.
Yeah.
So as I understand it, they're friendly, and they pretty much they just eat bugs, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I get all the way to this corner, right over here behind this purple couch, and all of a sudden one of them jumps out and freaks out. And I'm like, my guy, I don't want to pick you up. I'm just going to kind of scare you towards the door. This lizard is so fucking fat and so happy and so content. It's like my Weimaraner joy. I literally kicked the motherfucker. He's like, okay, step, step, step. And just waits. And I'm like, no, you're going to have to keep going, my guy. And I keep on kicking him. I get all the way to that door over on the other side. And then I open up the door, and I open up the door to the outside. So there's door on door, and I kick him again, and that motherfucker just sort of leaps into the nest of wires of the switching station.
Oh no!
And and now keep in mind, up until this moment, I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll just ignore this lizard. Whatever. He's eating bugs. He's paying rent. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden I have an ethical conundrum because now I'm doing something on purpose because I think, motherfucker, if I just leave him in there, he's gonna hang out in there, and one day he's gonna come out. And Bryce is gonna see him. And Bryce is gonna freak the fuck out live on camera. And then I thought.
Is it a feature or will it eat a bug?
And so I literally on Sunday I called Bonnie and I was like, and now I don't know, and now all of a sudden and then I call on Monday, I called Justin, I'm like, and now I don't know, and now it's all of a sudden.
What?
And
You had this much agita about telling me about a
You
lizard?
didn't call me about this.
Okay, all right, man. I called somebody else, but then, that's what it was, Jeff. That's right. And then Monday afternoon, right before I walk in, and Bryce is setting up the studio after everything's been cleaned. I'm like, hey. So, I don't think you like lizards very much.
Wait, hold on, Bryce. Are you phobic about lizards?
I don't love a lizard being in my workspace. No.
Were you traumatized as a child by a lizard?
No, I just they're
skitter.
They're skitty. They're twitchy.
Not this one. He's so slow.
So all right, rank like roaches,
Now you're
spiders,
looking.
and lizards 1, 2, 3.
Roaches, spiders, and lizards. From worst to best.
Worst to most tolerable.
Roaches, then spiders, and then I think lizards are probably the most tolerable. But I don't like a little gremlin being around me.
But you don't like it.
I don't like it being. It's like what am I supposed to do if I see it and it's supposed to be cool? Like, oh, you just hang out.
All right,
lizard.
let's do a little test, Bryce.
Please.
On the count of 3, you see a lizard. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
You want to know what? You want to know what? Hey,
that?
Brian.
Yeah.
You made the right choice. That was really good. That was really good.
I
would have loved it if it had more passion. So I'm excited for the moment that it happens.
I can tell you that'll be a pretty accurate scream because I've had it happen twice to me in the studio historically.
Lizards? With lizards?
Yeah, you were there for one of them, or you helped me with one of them.
Oh,
You
did
helped-
I?
Yeah, but I.
The looming threat inside.
Welcome to Mayflies, the podcast.
Exactly. Whatever.
At any rate, I'm.
Now, Justin, this is a visual bit, but you have got a cape on today, and I'm told you look a little like this gentleman.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, sorry about that.
I'm apparently holding court on Krypton. That's good. With my red cape and white hair.
Gerbel, they're calling you Gerbel. That's
Gerbzel.
At any rate,
Anyway,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't on purpose pull the handle for the trolley. So I told Bryce, and Bryce apparently is, if not thrilled about it, living in equilibrium with it.
I'm.
Wait, so your
got an eye out.
solution was to make Bryce constantly terrified about the lizard that may or may not still be in here.
I mean, otherwise I'd have to
Find it?
At some point it's going to jump out and scare Bryce, and either all of us can be laughing, including Bryce, or
Well,
only me.
No, that's where it ended up. Your problem was at the point that it jumped into the wires, you said, "Oh well." Well, nevertheless.
Renagu is asking, how is this the trolley problem? The answer is because when I saw the lizard over in this corner, I could have just decided, shrug, lizards, what, am I right? And then not thought about it. That would have been the equivalent of me letting the trolley run everybody down. But at some point, I chased the lizard, and I actively knew where the lizard was, and I actively pulled the lever and decided at some point that lizard's going to jump out and terrify Bryce, and it's going to be funny. And
My watch just told me that sound levels hit 95 decibels, and I shouldn't do that anymore.
Well, I'm telling you, Bryce, next topic.
Afroman.
Oh my God. Justin, less than 24 hours ago, you gave me a wonderful gift, and I may have spent hours chasing this rabbit hole.
Afroman.
Will you walk us in?
Who many would know from was it early 2000s hit?
All I know is it was the same week
Because I Got High?
as Everlast's What It's Like.
So then maybe
I think
90s,
it's
maybe
98.
Maybe 98 or
2000. Year 2000.
2000.
Okay.
2000.
It was also tied into, I believe, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, because that was when that
I
was
know
the
it was
credit
on
song.
the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was on the soundtrack.
Brett, do you know anything about what we're about to discuss?
I know the song.
Okay, you know Afroman's 2000 hit Because I Got High.
Yes.
Okay, and nothing else.
Nothing. else.
What do you think?
Brett doesn't know this story, and I know why.
Because Justin can fly, because he can fly, because he can fly, because of your
I'm wearing a cape that looks like Superman. Yes.
You take the lead on this one, because you introduced it to me.
Afroman is now, or has been for many years, I'm going to assume, a touring artist, and he lives in an area of Ohio that I believe is outside of Columbus, Adams County. And I know it's Adams County because he is at the center of a very, very interesting story wherein the Adams County Sheriff had a warrant for drug trafficking and kidnapping on his property. They busted down his door, his gate. They searched his house. He was out of town, presumably on a gig, but his wife and children were there.
Wow.
They found nothing. Now, Afroman has cameras all over his house. So he has a lot of footage of the cops. And he decided to do what an Afroman would do and capitalize on his anger from the cops coming in by making a music video. So Bryce, if you could please play for us.
Brett, please experience Exhibit A.
Thank you.
Titled, what was it, Bryce?
This is Why You Disconnecting My Video Camera from Afroman.
My video camera, why you disconnecting my video camera? We ought to throw crooked cops in the slammer. August 21st was the day the Adams County Sheriff destroyed my gate. They ran up my driveway with guns and hate to steal my funds. They just couldn't wait. I know you want me dead or in the slammers, but why you unhooking my video cameras? Rent a cops for rent, digging in my pockets for lint,
Now, Bryce, if you could please play
Exhibit B. Repair my gate.
Yeah.
Will you help me repair my door?
me repair my gate?
This one's a banger, actually.
It was a slow jam.
Yeah, no. Reminiscent of Because I Got High.
Because I got door.
You feel it?
Because I got door.
Right? Yep. Harmonizing.
So all of this is footage of the cops'
shrug.
raids.
So good.
That's
is
so
worth playing.
good. Well, and so
a little bit more.
Help me repair my game. Will you help me repair my door? Did you find what you was looking for? Will you help me repair my gate and door?
Oh, that's great.
Do me a favor. Skip ahead to when you see them digging through his suits.
Pockets. Yeah, no, that's a good part. He eventually, slowly, because it's a slow jam, addresses the fact that the warrant specifically mentions kidnapping.
Work hard every day.
Oh yeah, there they go. They've got his suits up.
Pay taxes, money. The sheriff disconnected my cameras.
As you can tell, this is a particular point of emphasis for him.
Cameras. The sheriff should be locked up in slammers. The Adams County Sheriff Department disconnected my camera.
It's actually just before this part, Bryce. If we can get it.
And by the way, buckle in. We're going to spend some time with the Afroman.
Yeah, here we
topic.
go, here we go.
We don't need to move forward.
Yeah, no, skip back just a little bit. I think it's that verse.
Inside my suit pockets.
There it is.
You crooked cops need to stop it. There are no kidnapping victims in my suit pockets. Let me ask you another question.
Now,
You know
the
what?
big,
You
the
would
big
think
key
you would
here.
stop there.
The big key here is that there is a recurring cast of characters.
Yes.
That raided his home. As you might imagine, the Adams County Sheriff's Department
yeah.
is not exactly expansive.
No.
And,
Diverse, not
although
diverse.
I will say, certainly armed. They certainly looked like they were knocking down a house in Fallujah with the kind of weapons that they were rolling into the Afroman's house with. But one of them.
By the way, at this point, some people might be a little bit worried for the Adams County Sheriff's Department. Don't worry. They're suing Afroman.
You
Oh,
jumped it.
no.
You jumped it by one.
Oh, sorry.
You jumped it by one.
Sorry.
You jumped it by one.
Should have
We
rehearsed.
had to play one more, and that's lemon pound cake.
Yes.
Because the cast of characters has one star, and the star is a rotund police officer who, on camera,
Has a love
walks
affair.
by a lemon pound cake in the center of his kitchen island and gives it an expectant glance. And so this is the footage that is looped over and over and over again in his latest single, Lemon Pound Cake.
Oh, so good.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his Glock.
Lemon pound cake.
Trending on TikTok.
Lemon pound cake.
He's a family guy.
Lemon pound cake.
Munchies because he got hot.
Lemon pound cake. Pound cake.
By the way, the cop looks like Peter Griffin, which is why he keeps calling him Family Guy. He is selling T-shirts with the cop's face on it, and he says that he owns all of their likenesses because they trespassed onto his property and he recorded them before they disconnected his video cameras, which we now know through song he's still very fucking mad about. But as Brian pointed out, what happened this week?
The Adams County Sheriff's Department is now suing Afroman for emotional distress. Because they're the victims here.
Oh, poor.
You know what?
Poor Carl.
I as judge, jury, and delitionutioner,
He's judge.
I award them 1 pound cake. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake.
Wow.
It's all worth it. It is a deep dive, the likes of which I have not enjoyed in a while.
Like, and Justin, I feel like last night when you mentioned this to me, like you knew what you were doing. You're like, oh, hello, golden retriever. Here's a bone. Good night.
I was laying in bed. I was about to go to sleep, and I was texting back and forth with Brian about some other shit. And then Brian, we got to the point where it's like, if there's 3 texts that go back and forth fast enough, one of us will just call the other one because it's easier than typing.
Right.
And randomly on the back end of that conversation, it was just like, hey, by the way, you want a deep dive? Go look up this Afroman shit.
And I'm like, all right, I'm loading it up.
You
I'm
were
loading
like,
it up.
oh,
now.
I know. I saw it on Reddit. And I'm like, have you seen Lemon Pound Cake?
I'm like, well, hold on. Here, I'll play it right now while we're on the phone. And Justin's like, good night.
Pound Cake.
Pound cake.
Afroman,
Libertarian
great
hero.
night is on your side.
Yep.
We are fighting for you. We are rooting for you. We are praying for you. Come down and be on the show. We want to be on your side. Big shouts out to Afroman.
Please be on our show.
Come on down. We're also fucking really pissed off they disconnected your cameras.
I will make a lemon pound cake if you come on.
Come on down.
There we go.
All sorts of lemon pound.
If anything, I just want to install more cameras around this place. Thank you, Afroman, for your recommendation.
And also, somebody look up where Adams County is because I don't want to get caught for a speeding ticket. Bryce, next topic.
Our next topic.
Brett stolen from.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah.
You were talking the other day about how your precious collection of Bretts, somebody broke in and stole one of them.
Yep. Yeah, I used to have so many.
Yep. But now you have one fewer.
I was Brett Rich.
Yeah.
And now I'm Brett Poor.
And then they disconnected your cameras. Brett, explain this.
Would you help me find my breads? Will you help me find my breads? I won't have no regrets if you help me find my breads.
Yes. Thank you for that. I always like songs written about me.
Here's another song about you.
I was talking about round Seville.
Brett,
I thought
who
I
stole your
had
Brett?
had my fill, but I had to swallow that pill. I no longer see bread round Seville. It's a lot easier to make up songs and improv when I'm slowly swaying in my cave.
With your Superman cake.
Now I know why James Brown did it.
Covered in pot leaves, you'd be good to go.
Yeah.
I've been looking for various jobs, and there was an opportunity for me to do a podcast manager position.
What?
But yeah, that was something that was available to me.
I mean, number one, first of all, it's not possible to manage a podcast. Ask Bryce.
Exactly. I was going to go to him about this information, but part of it is you have to put together a resume, and I have my technical resume, but my acting resume is always just like, look at
I was that
IMDb.
guy.
Look at IMDb, right?
Yeah.
So I started building this resume, and I looked at IMDb, and I noticed that there were a bunch of credits in there. Don't bring it up, Bryce. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
in
We're
case.
getting
I was
real.
just thinking,
We're getting real.
No,
We're
there's a
getting
good outcome
really
to the
real
story,
in
so.
here. We're getting really real in here.
So,
Everybody at home have no fear.
If you play into it, you got to let him go. That's the rules of engagement.
that's why I stopped.
Because Brett is getting really real in here.
Fallopian tube.
All right.
So I'm noticing there's a lot of credits for various games. One I had only done, but these other versions of this game, suddenly I'm credited on.
Oh, like
Well, that's weird.
Like DLC?
I believe this would make you the first voice actor I've ever known who complained about getting more credit than they deserve.
Absolutely. But, the thing with credit is there's usually money.
The money,
And
Brian.
since AI is taking over all voice work right now, I was like, I wonder if something weird is going on there. So I reached out to the company, which was hard to do, and just left a message saying,
A nice message or a mean message?
no, it was a nice message. Hey, I've noticed that blah, this has happened.
It wasn't, hey, fuckers.
Hey, fuck face.
But it had a colon, so it was a business email.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Timothy, will you check the voicemails? Okay, click.
Hey.
Well, I was checking IMDb.
I was checking IMDb.
And I must
never
admit,
guess
I was
what I
angry when I saw you taking credit. From me.
Bum, bum, bum.
I even reached out to the director who really didn't know anything. He's like, I've not done any work with them. I checked out the other actors that were in the show, and they're like, oh, we're seeing the same thing. There's credits for this as well. So being anime dad that I am, I was like, hey guys.
You
what's
reached
going
out.
on?
You reached out to the people that are making the game.
I got no answer.
Okay.
So I went on to Twitter.
So Matt replies.
And instantly, one helpful person solved everything.
And I said, hey guys.
This is how I got
noticed-
my cable fixed. For Rick.
I said I noticed this thing, and I'd just like to, get this straightened out since I wasn't in those shows. And I thought, okay, that's it. And I was like, I just blew some shit up, and it's probably not going to end well for me. Well, this morning, I get a phone call.
Wow, not an email, a phone call.
Phone call, and this guy said, hi, I'm with the company that you're talking about. We had some messages that were there for you. I just wanted to talk to you about this. He goes, I'm the new guy. I've only been here 3 years, and you did this before. He said, first of all, you need to know that IMDb, we don't fill any of that stuff out.
And that is true.
That
It's
is
just a
publicly
Wikipedia, basically.
created.
Yeah.
And he goes, but I also talked to all the production people that did this to find out if they used some assets, your vocal assets for it. He goes, I'm still working on that. He goes, but two things I'm going to tell you. One, if they did, I'm going to make sure you get paid.
Hey.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
And he said, and second of all, we've got an animated series that's going to be connected to this. He said,
Win-win.
maybe, I don't understand why they didn't reach out to you. And I said, okay, well, we'll keep talking. He goes, and I've got other projects too he goes, I've looked you up. I know who you are. You've got a great reputation. Everybody speaks highly of you. So I'm like, man, you just made my day so much better.
Man, congratulations, Brett. Today you have gained the wisdom of thousands of mobsters everywhere. You said, nice franchise. Would be a real shame if it burned down.
So it ended up really well. We had a good conversation, and it was not a thing of me having to pull him along. He goes, no, I understand why you're concerned about this.
No.
And I was like, oh, that's great. That's great. So,
maybe,
and I said, is this how you get more independent work?
You did not pull him along. He pulled you off
Pulled me off.
the ledge.
Yep. The ledge with nut cream.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. 3, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 8,000. Yep.
Did
Bryce,
Brett
next
just
door.
get pulled off? Don't
Final
you
Founders
go
Day
ahead and
update.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage one Annalisa.
Let's grab that one.
Annalise is the best.
I don't know why.
Wait, I've put microphones on both sides
Yeah.
so that this
So
conflict
this does
doesn't
not have
happen.
to happen, so she could just grab that microphone.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Yep.
Poorly.
Keep working on it, Annalisa. Keep going.
You got it.
All right.
It doesn't want to. Did I tell you lefty loose?
Lefty Lucy.
No, it's good.
Hey, Lefty Lucy.
I'll
No,
just
it's
stand
good.
up really
this
straight.
On?
Yeah,
this
there
thing on?
Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
Hi,
This
Annalisa.
the thing?
Annalisa, how many days until Founders Day?
Few enough that we don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yes, we do.
There it is.
It is in
How many
hours and minutes.
That's a big number.
Yeah.
Over 100, I bet.
Over 100 days?
Hours.
Hours? I don't know. Somebody else do that math.
All right.
That's not
It's
what I
this
heard.
weekend. Is really what we're trying to
It's
get
this
at.
weekend.
What is your mental state?
My mental state is best described by an Excel sheet that has each day's tasks separated out and color-coded in a heat map fashion, as I am wont to do.
Wow.
Today we are at threat level yellow. Tomorrow is orange. And then we've got 2 different reds. And then Saturday is purple.
That is it's
Very-
on.
It's a very detailed task.
So wait, hold on.
the-
Wait,
the
there's
day.
no way that the execution of the event makes it better. It just gets more and more intense until it's unbearable.
Yes.
Black
Gotcha.
is the Sunday after, where everybody has to think real hard about what they could have done better.
Gotcha.
I'm going to try to avoid doing that this year. Also, Sunday, there is an unofficial post-picnic meetup casual thing at the Jester King Brewery at 11 a.m. We're going to go hang out with the little baby goats and decompress.
Okay, so for people that are coming into town, some of which are already in town, they are in our studio here. You should make noise, not wave at us because it's an audio podcast.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
There we go. Yeah,
all of you wave. That way, everyone could assume there's like 30.
There's
of
a
them.
mil. Oh yeah. Sorry,
So
there's
many of
30
you
people
guys
here
waving.
But we have people here already. What is the both official and unofficial things to do, and where can people learn of the things to do if they're coming into town?
The Discord.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. We are going to send out an email to everybody that bought tickets, I believe. The email's ready to go. We just need to finalize the schedule. Turns
Is it
out
secret, or should we say it out loud?
We could talk it out. You know, and I know, Justin, that in general, Bryce really appreciates it when he has a very long runway to prepare for things. And one thing that Bryce doesn't particularly care for is when Brian last minute just looks and says, "Nah, change a bunch of things." Mm-hmm. So anyway, last night I said, "Change a bunch of things."
Gotcha.
Hey, just
Bryce didn't like that very much.
just turn the whole schedule upside down.
Okay, to be fair, I took one block of content and I moved it to the beginning of the day, and the center of the day is unstructured. And you know what? I'm not going to defend
okay,
myself.
well, and I've actually made a change since then because
Annalisa,
don't
what
wanna-
are you doing to me?
Control Z.
you know, it makes sense to me. Hopefully, it makes sense to y'all. Instead of having the opening act happening as the gates are opening, we're opening the gates 30 minutes earlier.
Yes, I agree with that. Sorry, Bryce.
So people are coming into town.
yes.
What are they doing on Friday?
Friday, there will be at least one unofficial meetup. We'll meet at the Fang and Feather Distillery at the Wizard Academy.
where it happened last year. So
Almost
if you came
identical to
last year,
last year, except I'm sending name tags this time.
Roughly 5 to 8 p.m. I'm probably going to peace out a bit early because, of course, I have a big day the next day. I'm told some people are going to go to Cidercade afterward.
Ooh, Cidercade's fun.
Yep.
Have a good time, kids. That's downtown. I don't go there anymore.
Good luck. Yeah.
And then
It's on Riverside. It's not downtown.
When someone tells you to Uber to
Close
Cidercade,
enough.
listen to them.
Close enough. Oh, number one, do not drive to Cidercade.
Yeah.
Let me you might think you're a cool guy with fingerless gloves that's gonna drive
might-
to Cidercade. Fucking don't. It sucks. There's no parking.
Might think that you're a native Austinite. I remember when that was Landry's. That parking lot's
Oh my God,
fine.
Landry's.
It was not.
It ain't.
It was
Uber if you're going.
Okay. Flash forward.
But anyway.
We got around 10
At the our
a.m.,
event.
10 to 10:30 a.m. Where it will be a fine time for you to show up. It'll be nice and weather looks good. Fingers crossed. We'll see.
Yes.
We have
the weather looks good.
We have two
looking up.
contingency plans.
Yeah, Annalisa is pointing at God menacingly.
She's doing the opposite of the you know who else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Less reverential and more cracking her knuckles so she knows.
See, she's pointing at God the way Babe Ruth pointed at the end of. But the around 10-ish doors open. Basically 11 a.m. sharp. We'll have our first show. Tiny Shiny Robots is going to perform. We got the Bucket Show after that. We're actually sorry. Alex Ramon of I believe a two-time Fooler on Penn and Teller Fool Us is going to perform. We got the Bucket Show. Then we're going to get close to noon or past noon. Things will get a little bit unstructured. There'll be food. That's when everybody. There'll be a moment on stage that we're going to talk about Skull. Now, look, here's the thing. If I was going to a picnic and the guy running the picnic made a big deal about how everyone needs to play this game, I would be like, I don't know.
Whatever.
What the fuck?
That's what I would do.
You're selling tickets to this. They're gonna do this in 48 hours.
No.
Somebody said 87. I think someone counted at 87.
It's soon.
No one's quite sure.
Most importantly, hear me now.
Yeah.
Hear
me now.
Arabia.
Skull is a great game. Please learn it, and we'll talk about it on stage. But
It takes you literally 5 seconds to learn.
Correct.
Like,
It's just a dumb bluffing game.
Of
It's great.
Yeah.
Second of all, trust me, everyone there needs to participate because there is a chance one of you will take home. I will give no more details outside of to say
It's an epic trophy.
It is the most epic trophy I've ever heard of.
And I will only add this qualification. You have no chance to walk away with that trophy.
Oh my God.
Each and every one of you pissants that are going to come down to Austin, Texas this weekend are going to leave Austin, Texas with nothing but shame in your hands. Because you're not going to take the trophy.
Oh my
because
God.
I'm going to take the trophy. I'm the best Skull player of all time. Nobody is on my level. And I will wax all of you.
It's very, very simple. Just look up Skull online. We'll talk about it. Basically, it's just a bluffing
Y'all
game.
ain't got a cape.
You do have a cape.
Wearing a cape.
And then we're going to wrap up the evening. We have a number of shows, including a combination of Ice Cream Social and Great Night. And then we'll have the final round of Skull. And weather permitting, we may have the biggest, best special guest you've ever seen at a convention.
We'll see.
Full stop.
We'll see.
I cannot give more details than that. There's a lot more coming, but those are the broad strokes.
That is this weekend.
Yep.
No tickets left, right?
You know what?
I don't know, man. If you come here on Friday and you move enough chairs,
If you
can't earn your way in.
show up.
If you are local or something,
Volunteer.
Just show up to the Fang of Feather on Friday and
No,
maybe you can figure it out.
I think what Annalisa meant was before Friday. Like, if you want to give your time and effort instead of
If
money,
you are local and you want to work from Thursday through Sunday, then you have a job.
Yep, that's correct. And
So there we
you
go.
will be-
let's be real. It's mostly going to be on Friday because it's supposed to rain all day Thursday.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
can
The weather's
predict
going to
the
change
future.
6 more times before then.
Hey, will you
But
help
yeah.
me fix my?
I
cake?
know somebody who knows.
Who? Oh. I don't understand that when you only do half the hand.
Differently. Those are different pointings.
I mean, technically, like you go far enough, they're both the same direction.
True.
Up and down?
True.
It's a very theological episode of the show tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Annalisa.
I mean, if you're going left and right, I would understand because it's a globe, but specifically up and down is not.
Whatever, round earther.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know what? Actually, for flat earther, it still doesn't work. There's no scenario where that works.
I think we should keep digging.
Hold on. Maybe.
I think this joke was so good. We should keep building on it.
Is pointing gravitationally affected? Because in that case, maybe it loops around and they.
Ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
Is pointing gravitationally affected?
Okay. Here I'm
Can
opening.
I tell you a funny ChatGPT story?
Oh, sure.
So Ashley's had some like professional questions, and we were going back and forth and talking about it, and I'm like, well, let's ask ChatGPT. And so we do. And I was like, oh, you're career bot. You answer all questions with beep, boop, I'm career bot. And then
I love the fact that even on this very serious issue, you write it a comedy bit for the robot to do for you. Yes.
I was trying to de-escalate a situation. So I was trying to poke my comedy where I could.
You only answer in Beastie Boys lyrics.
So then it became you're Logan Roy from Succession. And eventually it was, you're a train. You keep saying, you answer all questions with, woo! And so it keeps spitting out around the same answer. That's a very competent answer about work-life balance and professional goals and everything. But in the train one, it just goes, woo! You really need to respect the work-life balance, but you should measure your goals. Woo! And then I just answered, now Justin woos. And it just gave me a 75-0 woo! It's the greatest invention of all time.
I'm gonna buy the pro version for my 10-year-old.
It's just
the best
it is technology that can literally eliminate 100 million jobs. And I'm like, be a train. Want to know what you can be, folks? And that's a patron to this very show. Head on over to patreon.com/great night, and you can support this program with your money. Brian, what do people get for their money?
First of all, they get us to keep doing it. As you and I know, since day one, 2009, we were like, we'll do one of these. And then we're like, we've constantly, every
see
week,
where the money is next
we've
week.
constantly
And then we'll
been threatening
reassess.
to quit. And you know what? I think this week is the week we actually just shut everything down.
Yep.
Burn it down for Founders Day, I'm thinking. Unless people continue to support us at patreon.com/great-night. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if everybody did cut the subscriptions, we might think about
you know what? Actually, that is a credible threat.
That is a credible threat.
If we can't pay the mortgage,
we would be demoralized. Head on over there. You also get a bonus episode that comes out each and every Thursday. Might have some special guests. I don't know when people are getting into town, but we might have some special guests.
Yeah, I want to hush my mouth about all the special guests, but there will be a lot. Also, in the chat, Nick with the C brings up the fact that I discovered a second eclipse. I didn't know there's a second eclipse between now and the eclipse a year from now.
Yep.
The annular eclipse. And at first I was bummed because it looked like, according to the NASA site, the line. I looked at an annular eclipse is when the sun gets covered by the moon, but the moon isn't close enough to cover up the sun because the moon was swimming in a very cold pool and it's not as big as it usually is.
Shrinkage.
Yeah. And then and so it only covers like 90% of it. So I click on the middle of the shadow and it says 90% coverage. And I was like, oh, fuck, how bad is it going to be over here? And it's like, you chump, you're only going to get 89.4% coverage.
Nice.
October 14th. So I think we'll have a practice between now and the next Founders. I'm already planning out mid-Founders between Founders. It doesn't matter. Anyway, patreon.com/great-night. Please keep us alive. We'll literally die without your money. Our blood runs on your money. We have a disease. It's called give us your money, motherfuckers. We also have a broken gate, literally. Will you please help us fix our broken gate?
Can you help me blackmail my audience? Emotionally blackmailing our audience.
It would have been easier to rhyme the word with fans.
Can you help me emotionally blackmail our audience?
Hey, Bryce, do we have a game?
Hey, we do have a game today, everybody. Hello, welcome back. It's time for one of our favorite games. It's the Would You Rather Bug.
Hey!
We've gone on the internet and to our favorite Twitter account at WYR_bot, the Would You Rather bot on Twitter. I'm going to give you an A or B choice, and you're going to have to decide what the question means and pick which one that the voting masses on Twitter.com chose. Now, we're going to do a little special thing today. We've played this a lot before, right?
Basically, the game itself is we talk through both possibilities and we try to predict not what we want, but what the audience in general picked. And there was a hot minute that we suspected that Would You Rather bot was actually not a bot, but a human posing as a bot.
Yeah.
But now we live in an age where I'm like, it's definitely a bot.
No, I still think it's horse ebooks.
Okay.
But, yeah.
In fact, I looked it up. It's a guy who made it. He built it on an old GPT-2 language model. So it's
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
it is for real a bot.
It was. It's not active anymore. I don't think
Oh,
they do anymore. But
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Breaking news. Meryl Barr in the chat is pointing out that Elon Musk, because only verified users who are actual humans can run polls,
Voting polls.
that Would You Rather bot might be on the chopping block. I think we may or may not have to organize a protest.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that Would You Rather bot has been dormant since like October.
Yeah.
Not in our hearts.
Nope.
That's right. So I'm going to give you an A or B. You're going to tell me, but there's going to be an extra twist on this one. You're going to tell me if it won by a lot or by even more. you're going to tell. We got the.
So we have a spread now. Okay.
That's right. You're going to tell me if the winning choice won by more than 65%, 70% of the vote or not. So you'll tell me if it's bigger or much bigger for a double or nothing sort of thing. Kind of
my gosh.
A little bit of stakes.
This kind of makes me want to bring back punishments if we pick like the losing one, thinking it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, that's
future
the-
episode. Patreon.com/GreenNight.
That's the double or
I
nothing
still don't
element.
understand any of this shit. So let's just roll and then we'll figure it out.
All right, Brett, do you mind keeping score?
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
Would you like to play?
Absolutely not.
Okay, here we go. Brian, we're going to start with you on this one. Bum,
Ready.
bum, bum. Would you rather only speak in questions or only speak in famous movie quotes?
Oh, I would
I mean,
rather.
one of
speak-
them is my real life. Before I had a personality, I had movie quotes. Like,
How long have you been doing that?
frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Why did you say that?
Of all the gin joints in all the world, you had to walk into mine.
Does this look like a place to store dead bodies?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
You're right, Brett. You cannot manage podcasts. It just is not possible. You can't push the wind, my friend.
Bryce, who's going first?
Brian, this one is going to be for you. Everybody's going to do their own. So this is just for Brian here. Would you rather only speak in
I'm going to
questions?
say that most people said speak in famous movie quotes, and I bet they said it by a lot.
You're going to say by much more for a double or nothing.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We were looking for only speak in questions.
That one what?
Why did it do that?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
And with 59.2% of the vote, it was only bigger, not much bigger. So,
All right.
There's no point there for you. Justin.
Thank goodness we didn't do the punishments.
Hard
thing that I
R.
just
Hard
brought up.
R on bigger.
Justin, we're going with you on this one. Would you
Yeah.
rather shoot hot dogs from your fingers or turn invisible?
This was before Everything Everywhere All at Once?
It was. I believe these were from 2018.
Your shit's on notice, Daniels.
Get on it.
We fucking know it. We know where you got your shit. In another world, I'd like to do laundry and rip off fucking quotes with you. Shoot hot dogs from your fingers or turn invisible. I believe it's turn invisible, and I believe it's much more.
And much more. Why do you think it's turn invisible?
Because one of them's a good fucking skill, the other one's stupid. The other one's dumb as shit.
All right.
You ever taken a shit and looked at it?
Hold on.
And said, that's dumb.
You do realize, hold on, just for a second.
Yeah.
You could become invisible. You could
could.
creep into every sorority and jerk off and be a weird creeper and all the things you want to do.
Does anyone like dogs?
Hot dogs. Or you could go to starving countries and everybody can gather around very, very hungry and be like, who's ready for that? And then they all shout hot. And then you go to the other side and they all shout dogs. And you're like, hot dogs. And you feed the hungry. Why not that?
It's a beautiful idea, but you're a coward for not doing the accent. My pick stands.
All right, Justin's going to say invisible. The answer we were looking for was invisible, and it was popular because it was much bigger. That's going to be 2 points for Justin.
Wearing a cape.
2 points.
Wearing a cape. Wearing a cape. Winning the game. Winning the game. Wearing a cape.
Like morally,
wearing a cape.
morally, you could feed so many people. And it's like you could go on the Tonight Show and then Jimmy Fallon could be like, oh, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me make what up, dog? And you hand him a hot dog and he eats it on stage.
He's just going to eat a hot dog from your hand.
Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck.
Who is that?
He's Vampire Justin. These are visual bits. I'm sorry.
Visual bits. I'm playing with my cape now.
Eating into it.
Brian, we're going.
Tim Burton shit.
It's bright
Let
red.
me take
still.
down
Bring it back with an erratic they them.
Ready to take down Bella Robert Young.
All right, Brian, this one's to you. Would you rather have tacos for breakfast or eat pancakes for dinner?
I mean, I
shit.
literally do
One of them
every
happens
single day.
fucking all the time.
Yeah, right? I mean, I guess I would. You know what? I have the choice to do both, and I choose to live my life doing
A
the
quarter
first.
mile at a time.
I do have tacos for breakfast, and I think by much bigger, other people would as well.
All right, he's going to say tacos by much bigger. We were looking for pancakes.
Yeah.
Pancakes was only bigger. That was 57.8%.
A lot of people are dumb. We find this out every 4 years. A lot of people are dumb.
Is
lot of
tacos for
people.
breakfast the best? Are you saying that's the best meal?
I mean, it's the one I have literally every fucking morning. Yeah.
That's not my question.
I will say we were in Europe for like a month, and the thing both my wife and I missed the most, culinary wise, was breakfast tacos. Breakfast tacos have just become a staple of our diet since we've lived in Austin, to the point where, like, when we came back, that was the first thing that we went and got was breakfast tacos.
I do find it adorable when people find that novel. Like I've soaked in it long enough, like a Mormon teenager. I've soaked long enough
Don't get distracted by the metaphor, please.
that it's like it's totally normal to me.
A teenager, huh?
Well, yeah, no, because like they get married at like 16, so it's teenagers the latest that
When
goes.
you get a
Well,
soak,
at least the girls do.
Yeah. All right. God damn it.
thank you, Annalisa, for your disapproving groan.
Yeah, come on. Shout out to our Mormons. We love you.
All right, we got another. Oh, we were checking your answers here.
Do
weren't we?
Mormons get capes?
They get crazy.
Give me a religion that has a cape. I'll join.
Vampirism.
Catholicism, I believe.
Yeah,
they?
Catholicism.
Or is that some bullshit like the Balenciaga Pope?
Hold on, Bryce, real quick.
The fucking Balenciaga Pope got everybody so pumped, man.
Have you seen this shit, Brett?
Yes, I have.
P-O-P-E. You know where my money be. I'm the Pope.
I mean, that's pretty fucking cool.
Come on.
This looks like the puffer coat that the Vatican would make for the Pope, for sure.
Count the fingers.
Luke,
And it was AI.
count the
It
fingers.
was AI. It was, I don't know, BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed.
was bigger.
BuzzFeed talked to the guy who did it. Yeah.
People were like, oh, what a troubling moment for AI. And it's like, or it's
what a
exactly
victory.
what we wanted. Like, we had
Yeah.
a funny time with the Pope over a weekend. And then by the time that Monday rolled around, they were like, hey, just so you know, that was AI. And everyone went, cool.
I think the Pope's
Monday
cool
rolls
enough.
around and all of a sudden the world is like, just so you know, I'm engaged. And we're like, don't care. That was
Yeah.
a good time.
I think
Good
the
time.
Pope is cool enough that maybe by next week he's going to have one of those coats.
I don't know.
But that would, boy, you want to mind fuck the world, be the Pope, and show up wearing one of those after
He's like,
everybody's
"What?
debunked
What?"
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you open it up and it's filled with guns. John Wick, chapter 5. You got to escalate the story. That's
right.
It's a hit.
That's right.
Bryce?
All right, we're going to Justin on this one.
Yeah.
Justin, we got one here for you. Would you rather jump into a dumpster or swim in a huge ocean?
This is a tough one, Justin. I mean, on the one hand, you could swim in a huge ocean. But on the other hand, I literally have a dumpster just on the other side of the property.
We can make one of these come
Your
true right now.
dreams can be real if you just pick the right one now. Now, I can't make an ocean appear, but I can make you have no fear. No fear of what? That's right, jumping into a dumpster. It's me, Dumpster Charlie, king of the dumpsters.
You know, to be fair, though, there's no TLC show called Ocean Jumpers. There is a show, American Pickers.
Yeah.
Right? That are dumpster divers. That's like their thing.
Yeah. But you won't believe. I mean, there could be anything in there. It might be an ocean.
I guess that's the other thing is, are there small oceans? Like, what's like the smallest ocean?
Billy. Stand behind it. Not gonna retreat.
Just let it
Let's
sit.
just let it.
Let it sit.
I'm going to get a cricket sound effect.
No. That was just good. That one, you just need to sit with it for a little bit. It's just too fucking good. Punctuated only by a Caribbean queen.
And we're
sharing the same dream. And our oceans will be huge. No dumpster jumping for you. Yeah, I think it's swimming a huge ocean by a big mark.
Oh, you know what? I could have said 11.
What are we gonna do? Go back in time?
No.
You already won.
No. Well,
Billy's funnier than
Yeah.
11.
No, actually,
Yeah,
I take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good deleted scene.
Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah, we'll put this
extra
on the
bonus
DVD.
content.
We'll put this on the DVD.
Put
of this
this in the
episode.
extras.
This will be the iTunes extra for this episode.
5 years later, it's going to be a big TikTok if Biden doesn't ban it. 6 months after having the influencers in his fucking
Wouldn't it
Oval
be great
Office.
if Biden didn't ban TikTok writ large, but instead just banned our channel?
That'd be
from being
amazing.
on TikTok?
You want to know what might actually get banned? And I didn't realize this, but the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, came out and said that TikTok needs to be ended one way or another. That's a quote, right? That motherfucker has a TikTok channel that he posted to on Monday.
Oh my God.
On Monday.
Also, what are the two ways it can end?
Like sale or it gets banned.
Like does he want to like write a letter and slide it to TikTok saying it'd be best if you just, here's a handgun.
I think that's what the last 2 weeks
What's
of
happening now?
Congress have been. Yeah.
They're saying like, hey, it'd be better if you stitched your exit with another TikTok called Leave. I don't know. I haven't spent a lot of time on the
I
platform.
was about to say, look at Bryce. How much of that made sense?
All right, your
This administration thinks that it's going to.
Okay, we've got your answers here. Justin, you said it was ocean, and it was much bigger. We were looking much bigger ocean. There we go.
Get
Much
up
bigger.
in the ocean waves.
Hey, Brett, how am I doing?
I'm going to be honest with you, buddy. It's not looking good.
Oh.
It's the cape. It's the cape.
The cape is giving him so much aerodynamics.
That's giving him so much power. Yeah. Tracks.
We must. Got a Wonder Woman in the chat. Thank you
It's a
very much.
very visual show.
No, it's great. It's a good reason to remind people that they can join us every Tuesday night at twitch.tv/Night Attack.
Don't worry, Brian. I'll solve it.
There we go. All right, Brian, we're going to you on this one.
Ready?
Brian, would you rather eliminate all of the cockroaches in the world or eliminate all the flies in the world? All the cockroaches or all the flies?
Well, so far,
Two kinds of bugs.
like the game has been that the answer is obvious, and I've gotten all of them wrong so far.
So far. But maybe this one will be different.
If you eliminate all the cockroaches, you're going to have a little problem with decomposing animals all over the place.
Is that what cockroaches eat?
Literally anything.
Maggots do?
Also, whatever that lizard is that lives in here is going to be very hungry.
The one next to Bryce?
Flies. Get rid of them flies.
I'm practicing.
Flies.
You're going to say flies.
Flies.
Why do you say flies?
A little. I say flies.
They're less, I mean, like people see flies all the time and don't scream. People often scream when they see cockroaches. So
Yeah.
I feel like the brand of cockroaches is worse than the brand of flies.
Here's the difference, though.
Okay.
Ain't no cockroach ever got between me and a monitor while I was looking at it. Flies, however, just me.
And for that, their entire race eradicated.
Yep. Also,
Also, that phrase, and for that, their entire race eradicated. That could be your one-liner on Nextdoor. Just randomly, and for that, their entire race eradicated.
That little fist ball that you do with that coat, with the cape, Justin.
with the cape, it kind of changes things. We got some like
And
strong,
for that, their entire race eradicated.
like some strong Count Dooku action happening right now.
I was thinking more Invincible than Superman, but
Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna say get rid of them flies just by a little.
just by a little. All right, we were looking for eliminate all the cockroaches in the world, and it was
all of them the wrongest wrong of
it was
ever.
only by a little bit.
Especially because they're easy, which is why Bryce had to make the different stipulation.
That's not lost on me.
Yeah.
66.1% believed on that one. Yeah.
Brian
we should
get
name it.
one question right? Will Brian get one question right? He's been getting shit wrong all night. Well, Brian Brushwood get one question right.
The answer is no. Except I just did. What a paradox, Bryce.
Justin, we're going to you on this one.
Let's go.
Would you rather have a shark jump out of the water at you or throw a snowball to a tiger? Brian didn't love that question. Oh, he's taking a load off.
This is a tough one, Justin. Good luck.
Would you rather have a...
So on one hand, I could have a shark jump out of the water at me,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I could have a snowball and I could throw it at a tiger.
Yeah.
Not even hit it, just at it.
two.
To it, even.
To it, yeah. Just here you go, little buddy.
Keep in mind, there's no global stakes. The question is, which would you rather to do? It's complicated.
If the audience can keep their input to one syllable or less, please. Justin.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with throw a snowball to a tiger.
Can I just add a wrinkle to this?
Let's get dangerous.
You don't. Thank you, Darkwing. The thing is, you don't know if that tiger is free and roaming free or in some cage somewhere.
You're
So if
just an
he's-
asshole
if he's
in
just-
Detroit.
There's a tiger
throwing
he's
a
looking
snowball
at
at the
you
zoo.
throw a snowball at him. I think you got some trouble.
So, but you think it's like Justin Verlander? Like it's in Detroit?
Yes. So I mean, I'm just adding that thought process to you.
You would probably get ejected from Comerica Field if you threw. He threw a snowball at a tiger. I will say yes. No, I will still throw a snowball at a tiger. I don't want a shark to jump out of the water at me.
To a tiger implies even easier to make it more of a softball. Implies that the tiger is sitting there with his butt waggling and his tail wriggling like, and he wants you to throw it to him. Yeah.
And there's also the thought, too, is that the shark jumps at you. That doesn't mean it actually gets you.
I'm going to assume that people think that it gets you, but I will say that this is close enough that it's not by much bigger. Just
Okay.
bigger.
Lisa, this is the last time you ever put a cape on this man. I swear.
All right, you got your answer here. You said it was tiger, and you said it would be by a little. We were looking for tiger, and it was by much more. That's 1 point for Justin. He got 1 point on that. That's
1
fine.
point.
That's fine.
1.
All right, what is the score, Brett?
The score right now is Justin has 5 points. Brian, you have no points.
I have
You
no
got a
point.
good beer in your hand.
You want to know what, Brian?
Pointless.
Give him the cake.
No,
Oh, no.
I'm removing the
Don't
cake.
you do
I'm
it.
removing the cake.
Don't you
Not
do
all
it.
the
removing the
heroes
cake.
win.
Taking
Don't
it
you
off.
do it.
I'm removing the cake.
He's taking the cape
All
off.
right. You do realize in like boxing or underground fighting, this is a sign of disrespect that you're doing?
Yes.
Or, okay, all right. I
Yes.
just want to make sure we're on
I'm
the same
actively
page.
disrespecting
Yeah, okay.
you.
All right, no, that makes
at
sense.
your lowest.
In
yes.
my house, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Okay, all right, Bryce.
Just like
Justin,
I'm
were
gonna
you here this whole
disrespect every one of you scrub pieces of shit that come down here and try to disrespect me at the game I invented, Skull, which will be played this weekend in Austin, Texas. All of you absolute fucking lowlives are gonna get put back in your fucking place when I totally destroy you at Skull.
Ready.
Okay. Oh,
Uh-oh, he's
Right.
on the box.
he's standing on the box here. All right.
I messed up the mic and now
Sure
it
you
doesn't.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even really get the bit.
No, I just wanted to feel big.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty common one. Okay, we got a question here for Brian.
You don't just remove the mic.
I think I'm going to start just wearing stilts all the time.
Nice shoes.
You want to be stilt man?
Yeah.
Like a casual stilts.
Yeah, just like, well,
The newest trend is casual
casual stilts.
casual stilts.
Okay.
You won't believe these casual stilts.
Do you
Brian Brushwood wears casual stilts. Oh my God, look at the bird.
All right.
Gonna snap his ankles.
Brian, we go to you on this one.
ready?
Your question.
Jesus, what's happening?
Why do you?
Now you have to get on your knees like you're dwarf.
Entertainment professional. Brian, would you rather bowling ball game priced at almost $5,500 or giant inflatable lounger?
Bowling ball game.
You're gonna end with no points.
I know, because all of you know that I'm going to wonder, what's so great about this bowling ball game? I mean, if it's $5,500, it must be pretty good, huh?
It's so expensive. Why is it so
I mean, it's
high?
probably a pretty good game.
I assume the public would pick giant inflatable lounger.
I mean, look, this
by
is
a
worth
lot.
$5,500.
Okay, pitch me on some of the things that might happen during this bowling ball game.
All right, first off, you're walking in and you see a lane.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. Not just any lane.
a bowling lane.
Sorry, so it's Street, Avenue, Boulevard, bowling lane.
Bowling lane.
Right. Okay.
All right.
And is that fancy lighting or something?
You get a ball.
Okay. So I walk up to the
It's
lane.
got 3 holes.
Okay. I bet, and I look.
3 fingers go in there.
I know. But I mean, I'm just a guy walking
Hey,
down.
hey.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Take off your shoes.
Oh, okay. All right. So I do that. I take off my shoes.
I got some shoes for
I'm
you.
even shorter now.
I got some shoes for you.
Okay.
You can take them.
Oh.
But I need your ID.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm a respectable citizen. Sure. Here's my ID. Okay. All right.
Go play bowling.
Go play bowling.
Just
Yep. And when you bring back the shoes, I'll give you your ID back.
Well, okay, but
I'm gonna put it in a thing.
there's I don't see any pins. There, I do have a ball. There is a lane. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I walk over with a ball, and I.
Welcome.
Oh my God, who's that?
It's the bowling voice.
Oh my God.
Are you ready to roll a bowling ball, that is?
I suppose I am. I'm holding.
Let's get the pins. Y'all ready for pins?
And they all come down.
Yeah.
Bowling. Begin.
Okay, so am I playing against anybody? I don't even know.
Roll the ball
Okie dokie.
to begin bowling.
Okay, so I get up and I roll a straight ball, aiming for.
It's a gutter. You get another ball.
Wait, does it come out through machinery or?
It's a fucking old school Downton Abbey servant comes over with a tray and another ball and hands it to you.
Brett, if you
Your
don't mind-
ball, sir.
Wait, this isn't even the same ball. I don't. I'm not.
He walks away. You can't ask any.
No questions, please.
Okay. All right.
Throw the ball.
I take the ball and I look around real quick to see which guy has my shoes. Do I see?
No looking.
Okay.
You can only roll.
All right, this time I'm gonna give it a little of the spin action. So I start at the outside and I give it some nice spin counterclockwise.
The ball looks like it's headed right to the center, and it's like it's on an exact strike trajectory. It hits the pins and bounces right off into the gutter. The pins are invincible.
Yeah. Huh.
You've been defeated. Leave.
I'm sorry. I don't know who.
You need to leave.
Okay, but normally they're
Leave now.
there's like 10.
If you don't leave, we'll call the police.
Can I have my shoes
I'm
back?
dialing the police.
Okay, all right. I sort of back away slowly here.
Your ID comes Gambit style, flinging at you.
I try to grab it, but it hits my face.
Yep.
And then I pick it up. And
Leave
I'm
the shoes. Leave the shoes now.
What about my shoes? Can I have my?
No.
Oh. Oh.
If you'd like to refer a friend, tell them that you were Brian Brushwood.
Okay, I was Brian Brush.
Yes. Your new name is Doug Sampson.
Oh, Doug, yeah.
This is worth $5,500.
I mean, who am I?
Check your ID.
Oh, wait a minute. This
Doug Sampson.
For some reason, it also has my bank balance, and I've been debited $5,500.
Luxury has its price.
Okay.
This is Warren Buffett's favorite activity. His original name was Doug Sampson.
Oh no! You know what, Bryce? I pick bowling for $5,500 if I can walk in the footsteps of Warren
Doug
Buffett.
Sampson.
Doug Sampson, nay Warren Buffett. Okay. Do you think it will be by a lot or by a little?
Just a little.
Just a little. Just a little bit. Just a little one. All right. We were looking for. Oh, my phone went to sleep. We were looking for.
What a meta commentary.
Leave
What
your
a
shoes.
diss. Holy shit.
I did not like that. We were looking for Lounger by much more.
It was right there.
Why do you listen to him?
70.4%.
Why would you think that was good? That was like you got robbed.
Like now that I've passed 25 years of marriage, part of me wants to just see what happens if Bonnie's telling me something and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my phone went to sleep."
All right, Justin.
Get out.
This one's going to you, my friend.
Let's go.
You are going to have to tell me, would you rather donut on the moon or a glass with a tennis ball in it? Which would you rather? Donut on the moon or a glass with a tennis ball in it?
I just a regular old glass with a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Or I get a trip to the moon and I can eat a donut.
Doesn't say
Donut
that,
on
does
the
it?
moon.
Doesn't say it. Just says you can know that a donut is somewhere out there up on the moon. You can tell everyone at the bar.
Ryan now has the cape on and is just swinging his arms like a toddler. Just wild swings that seem to be emanating from the elbows exclusively.
Maybe I could wear this and I can bless anybody who wants anything.
You got the
It does.
shroud.
Looks a little cardinal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, ain't nobody knows that's your donut. Ain't nobody
How do
even
you
believes there's a moon. Some of them have that
One
Android,
small step for man.
that Galaxy,
Hey, whose donut's that? It has Justin Young written on it. Justin Young, we have your donut. We're bringing it home.
was
We
it
did
just
it.
that we were talking about the fact that Androids like Photoshop the moon into their bit?
Samsung,
Yeah.
Samsung's,
They got a fake ass moon.
Doug said,
Yeah, I think a donut moon.
You're going to say donut on the moon. Why do you think?
Donut, yep.
Why do you think?
I mean, keep
A
in mind.
rat bit my sister the other day,
God damn
but
it.
there's a donut on the moon.
There's a glass with a tennis ball in it.
Shout out.
But there's a donut on the moon.
But there's, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Brushwood stuffed my cape in his butt. But
Turn around.
there's a
Did he do it?
donut on the moon.
Did he do it? Can we see?
He did.
Oh, you got a little
Jumped it
tail.
right- yeah, he's
He's
got
got
a
a little horsey tail.
He's got a little trussel on the back.
Well, did you stuff my blanket in your butt?
Yeah, no, I think it's a donut on the moon. Nobody gives a shit about glasses or tennis balls.
All right. And it's going to be a little or a lot?
Oh, I think it's gonna be a lot, man. Moon is that is a price multiplier.
All right. The answer we were looking for was... It was a donut on the moon.
Sure.
And it was by much more. That's 2 more points for Justin Robert Young.
Justin, I understand why you were winning. And thankfully, now I can win in this final question mark round.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This will be our
I've had a
final.
revelation.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
What is your omnipotence? What is your revelation? Brian's hat is turned backward. He looks very Popey.
Popey.
Yeah, but I'm kind of sad. I'm sort of a mopey popey.
You're going to abandon your first bit so you can do Mopey Popey.
Yes. Because that one
Maybe that one will
rhymed,
win.
Bryce.
Yeah, but that's such a low...
Hello, Pope.
Go on. You may ask.
Pope
How many
hanging
points
fruit.
is this for?
Okay, well, before we do that, Brett, what is the score after 4 rounds for everybody?
Brian ain't got no points.
Damn.
Justin, he got himself 7 points.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where's the live audience? Fuck, Jesus. This is where you guys are here
This
for.
is what happened. You know what? That's a good question. Where is my live audience?
This doesn't seem very mopey popey. Seems like
That's fun.
it seems like showboaty popey.
Now he's antidepressant Popey. Mopey. Okay.
Nailed it, Bryce.
I nailed
forgive you.
Wait, did you say the score, Brett?
Yes, I did say the score.
And it's
You know what?
to 7.
zip to 7. Wow. That's a lot of points.
Yep.
Of course, this is our 8-point round.
That
Damn.
is such a surprise.
That's right. Justin, because you're in the lead, you have to answer first.
Okay.
Whoops.
What? Whoops. Okay. Here we
Did
go.
you distress my Pope? Did you distress my Pope?
Did you rob him of hope?
Brian Brushwood ain't got no fucking hope because my performance has distressed the Pope.
Yep.
I kind of just want to keep this going as long as possible, so Brian has to keep his hands in the air.
Brian's hands are very, very pokey.
The illusion
in the
is
air
lost
right
the moment
now.
I drop my hand.
All right, go.
All right, you said it would be. Oh yes, okay. This is our final one. You're both going to answer on this one. Justin, you're going to start first.
Go.
Would you rather fart and try to make God from your hips, or let him grow? Would you rather fart and try to make God from your hips, or let him grow? This is for 8 points.
Yeah, I think I'm going to fart and try to make God from my hips, and I think it's going to be much bigger.
Ryan, this is your chance to fight back. He has said fart by much bigger. What will you say?
I'll tell you what, that one ain't silent but deadly. That God's a ripper.
It'd be a trumpet.
Yeah. You're gonna think it's a fucking ska band. I mean, the way God is fucking speaking to you. It's like, is real big fish here?
I've gotten every.
That's God talking to you out of my hips.
So does fart and try to make God from your hips mean like just really have just a good?
It does sound like a
Butt
Sublime
belch.
lyric.
Yeah, right. I tried to fart and make God from my hip. No, these lyrics keep coming from my lips. I let them grow by a little.
You're going to say grow and by a little. Why do you
Brian
think?
is melted now. Like it started with his arms out. He had a whole character, and now you are the real Mopey Popey. Now you're the real Mopey Popey.
I'm the Mopey Popey. Okay.
Yeah.
Opie Popey also rhymes.
I'm gonna let them grow
By a little.
by just a little.
Small amount.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna let him grow, but I'm gonna like undercut his confidence. Be all like, "Oh, he sure did grow. Yeah, you grew."
By a little.
I'm not gonna say by a little.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna imply
we'll all know
Just sort of
it
be
was
like-
by a little.
Yeah. All right.
You grew.
Look at you.
Good job.
Who
good
knows?
job.
Maybe it'll turn into something.
Oh, yeah. You grew.
Some are growers.
And you want to know what?
Some are show.
Growing's what matters.
Yep, I'm sticking to it. By a little, grow.
All right, we got your answers here. Brian says grow by a little. Justin says fart by a lot.
Yep.
We're looking for. Well, I can tell you that the answer was only bigger, not much bigger. And that answer was fart and try to make good. No one gets the points, so Justin is your winner today. That's all there is to it.
Hey.
Man.
Hey, Mopey Popey.
Hey, don't, whatever.
Get back to the
No, I don't want to.
Get back to the Sadican.
Wow, come on. He's going to mess everything else up.
You've been holding on to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Mopey Popey over here. Look at this.
Look, when you say it, it makes me feel bad.
Yeah,
And
well, you should, because you're the Mopey Popey.
Yeah.
You've got all sorts of sacraments
I don't like-
of sadness.
Knowing how long GPPP lived after Harmontown makes me not want to be called the Mopey Popey. All of a sudden, I have more empathy for Rob Schraub than I've ever had in my entire life.
Sounds like some real Mopey Popey shit. How can this be sadder? I wonder if people will remember it. We are gathered here to remember that bad thing. I'm the Mopey Popey.
Hey, Brett, what did we learn today?
We've learned many things today, Mopey Popey.
Wow. We got a hit.
We've learned that you need to watch out for them spiny lizards because they'll slowly lumber towards you. We need to watch out for Afroman because he's going to wrest the means of production, but then he goes high.
That's pretty good. Hold on. Afroman plus Atlas Shrugged. Afro Shrugged is fucking great.
Afro Shrug. that Popey is pretty fly with that white coat. You know what? I got to work on that. And Annalisa challenges the great JC to her own benefit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you, Brett.
I believe it. They turn randomly on and off. It's really weird. Justin.
Okay.
Oh,
Come on, guys.
all right, Justin. Another visual bit. All right, here we go. You know what?
No, I was gonna do with part of the with the finale, but if you want to do a visual bit,
Oh! I thought,
yeah, I was gonna. No,
I thought you were trying to get me
I
to
was
be.
trying to just do a little side salad to our ending.
By the way, it's been a great night.
Shine on, you crazy diamonds.
Well, now I'm a mopey bull.
There's never been a
Forever.
great night.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.